way you will react to labor will be different from the way the other woman would. Preparation for labor, or what to expect in labor, is generally the same with some few exceptions. Before labor begins, we will be considering some signs that you will experience as a first-time mom. Let's get started right away. As a first-time mom, you will notice that your tummy will drop. This is called lightening in midwifery. It usually occurs 2 weeks before labor begins, and it is noticeable especially in first-time moms. Lightening occurs when your fetus or baby drops down into your pelvis or waist bone in preparation for labor. It usually occurs in most women, but sometimes it doesn't occur in some women. And at that time, you start suspecting cephalopelvic disproportion. That is when the head of the baby is too big to fit into the pelvis or the waist bone. In multiparous women or women that have given birth before, this occurs just before labor. Number 2, Braxton Hicks contractions increases. These are uterine contractions that is usually felt around the 6 months of pregnancy. They increase in intensity. Now, ladies, let us talk about true and false labor. How do you know if true labor has started? In true labor, your contractions occur regularly. They are stronger, they are frequent, and painful. They occur closer together. What do we mean by this? When contraction first starts, they will feel like deep menstrual pain or menstrual cramps, and they will be irregular. Talking about regular contractions, you apply the 5-1-1 rule. What do we mean by that? The contraction comes every 5 minutes, lasting 1 minute, and for at least 1 hour. When your contraction comes, when you start feeling the pain, place your arm on your abdomen. Start counting when your abdomen becomes tight. Once your stomach starts tightening, start counting. That is the duration. If you count for 1 minute, if it's as long as a minute, that is a strong contraction. And then within 10 minutes, if that type of contraction comes twice, that is, if it comes every 5 minutes, one long and strong contraction that comes every 5 minutes, and it is regular for 1 hour at least, true labor has started. It's time to call your midwife or go to the hospital. That is the 5-1-1 rule. In first labor, contractions are irregular. You can count 1 contraction in 10 minutes. And sometimes it will not be up to 1 minute in duration. Activities such as walking can relieve first labor. You are in active labor. If you have been sleeping, the contractions will wake you up. As you get up and move around, your contractions become stronger. As you move around and the contraction goes away, this is false labor. Some women do not feel pain at all in labor. I've seen that kind of a woman. Just 1, 2, or 3 contractions and she's ready to give birth. Women are fortunate. They are blessed. What do you think? Number 3, the vaginal discharge increases. In pregnancy, there is increased vaginal discharge. But when labor is imminent, the vaginal discharge increases. A brownish or blood-stained vaginal mucus is passed. That is what we call show. That mucus plug was covering your cervix to protect your fetus. But during labor, as your cervix dilates, the cervical plug or mucus detach. That is the show that you see. Number 5, if you are able to feel your cervix, that is the neck of your womb, you will notice that it will feel soft and thinner. Women generally do not like doing that because it's very uncomfortable, and you need to maintain strict aseptic technique when doing that so that you will not pass infection to your baby. And if you have started seeing water or your bag of water is broken, you cannot do that. Number 6, in the 4 to 48 hours before labor, you have a sudden burst of energy. That is what we call nesting. But now that I've mentioned it, watch out for that. If you're enjoying my video, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it if you do. Thank you. Also, 24 to 48 hours before labor, you experience a drop in your weight, about 2 kg drop in weight. This is because of hormonal changes, which causes water or fluid to shift. The most dramatic of all, will I say, your bag of water breaks. So women experience tickling or trickling of water, and it will feel as if they have just peed on their body. While some will experience it noticeably, and it will just wet their body. Sometimes, if your membrane doesn't rupture on its own, you are helped in labor to do it when you get to the hospital by your midwife. Contractions comes and become strong and regular. Like in Nigeria where I practice, most women like to experience natural birth. In some women, contraction may manifest as back pain. During early labor, contraction manifests as menstrual cramps. In first labor, contractions are felt in the abdomen and groin, and it may become more annoying than painful. To differentiate first labor from true labor, apply the 5-1-1 rule. So remember, you are well prepared, equip yourself with knowledge. Talk to other women, do research, talk to your healthcare provider, your midwife, so that you'll be well equipped and prepared for labor. Please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate if you do. It will help this video to get to others. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Watch the next video showing on the screen about episiotomy. Thank you.